And as father of the bride, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to Emily and Darren's wedding. Or as we call it in the Rittenberg household, the second leg of our Triple Crown. It is great to have you here to celebrate such a happy occasion. Today, Emily and Darren are surrounded by many of their family and friends who have been most important to them during their lives. And by your attendance tonight, you bring even greater joy to this incredibly special day.
Okay, 1, 2. Perfect. Dear God, you who is supreme in power, blessing and glory, bless this bridegroom and this bride. Help them to renew their love continually as you, dear God, renew creation. May their concern for each other reflect your concern for all of humanity. At the home they establish, become a blessing to all who know them, to all who dwell within their midst, and all who surround their home with love and friendship and family. May your light illumine their lives, and let us all say, Amen.
So the first thing I want to say about my brother is I always have admired. He's had some of the most incredible friends ever. I mean, Dave and Spencer sitting there, and if it weren't really for them, I wonder if Darren would even have gone to Ithaca. So, yeah. Pretty awesome. You know, they came along the way and brought Darren to Ithaca, which ultimately led Darren to meet Emily, which is really special.
Emily and Darren, when you look back on tonight, I know that you will have fond memories of this special occasion. And as I look at my daughter Emily, the blushing bride, I can't help but reflect on all the years that I was lucky enough to watch you grow up to become the beautiful woman that you are today, and never more beautiful than you are tonight. Emily, you captured my heart the day you were born, and although your sisters constantly tell me that you are my favorite daughter, which is not even remotely close to the truth, you are all equally my favorites. But I will let them be a little right only tonight, because tonight you are my most special daughter.
Hooray, At, Mikudeshet, Li, Betabat, Zo, Kedat, Moshe, Ve-Israel. By this ring, you are consecrated unto me as my wife, in accordance with the law of Moses and the people Israel. Amen. Good job.
Ani, Lidodi, Vidodi, Li. I am for my beloved, as my beloved is for me.
That like this is happening.
Yeah, we actually haven't talked about it for like days.
We really can't believe we're standing here today reading our bridesmaid speech on your wedding night.
Where does the time go? Long gone with your wild head of ringlets, trips in the backy back, and putting rice at the bottom of your cups of tea. That's where.
Emily, our journey began a long time ago, March 6th, 1989 to be exact. Some of you may not know this, but you came into this world on my birthday, and it took me a long time to get over that. But in all honesty, it was the most special gift I could have ever gotten.
Awesome. All right, you guys are allowed to leave. I know you've been telling me Brian.
So Darren was really such an incredible brother to have. I was so fortunate. You know, I wasn't exactly the easiest sibling to have. I managed to bring a lot of attention to myself, whether good or bad, and Darren was always such an incredibly humble and simple kind of guy that kind of just managed to stay on course. I was always so like an admiration of him. He managed to kind of, while I was stepping out of the box, he stayed right in that box. He was stayed to the plan and really kept it nice and simple for my incredible parents.
Beautiful.
All right.
Em, you've always been the most approachable sis, especially during Allison's teenage years, being moody and kind of scary. Even before that, though, I so fondly remember choreographing dances to the Spice Girls in your old room on Ferriston Drive and being so jealous of you going to the Spice Girls concert in a limo. Sadly, it happened to be the night that Ginger Spice dropped out of the group. Unfortunate, because she was your favorite Spice.
How's it look?
I'm really grateful for the relationship, though, I've had for my brother. You know, as we get older, I start to find how incredible it is to have that bloodline back to each other. At the end of the day, I have people that have come in and out of my life. And unfortunately, my girlfriend has always shoved in my face how fortunate I have to have the family that I have, regardless of any other things that we do have. We're so fortunate to have each other. We had 3 incredible dynamics of love that raised us, our parents and both of our grandparents, that created us into who we are and showed us ultimately what love is all about and what it can be. And I hope that my brother and Emily will take that with them. And I know that you have such an incredible love in your family.
Oh my goodness. There she is. The bride.
No, like real kissing. Mwah. Mwah.
Turn around. Wow. Who are you? Where did this come from? Beautiful.
Yay, thank you.
Stunning.
Now I'd like to focus on Emily and Darren, the star of tonight's celebration. Over the last 4 years, I've watched their relationship, along with your love for each other, grow and flourish.
Hello. Ah! You look so pretty. Look at you.
Hi.
Can I hug you, or is it too?
Of course. I don't want to mess up my hair though.
Let's not mess it up. You look so pretty. Oh my God, I love this dress.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
That's finally getting to see you. Allison. No, it's Allison up there.
Oh, they up on the roof.
Darren, like Emily, has always loved being around family, and for Jody and me, it has been really wonderful to see how much Darren's family has embraced Emily and accepted her as part of their family.
Many of you know, and if you've been to a Rittenberg wedding before, that I asked the bride and groom to write a little bit for me and to reflect. And I asked, how did you meet and how did it go and where do you see it going? Emily writes, Darren and I met at Ithaca College in 2007. He was a sophomore and I was a freshman, where we lost touch once he graduated from Ithaca. A few years later, we reconnected and began chatting. One small problem, Darren lived in New York City, and I lived in Philadelphia at the time. Fast forward a few years, and I got an amazing job opportunity to work for a company in New York City. I'll never forget my first night in New York City. I was in a new city, about to start a new job, and was feeling nervous about all of it. Suddenly, I get a text from Darren who asked if he could stop by. After giving him my new address, I continued to unpack until I heard a knock at the door. It was Darren. And Darren didn't come empty-handed. He had a basket of fresh chocolate chip cookies from a store in my new neighborhood. I love chocolate chip cookies. And it was very thoughtful of Darren to remember. Darren's thoughtfulness is part of his charm, and I should add, it is who he is. I remember one day after we had reconnected that Darren must be my beshert. And that must be why we were destined, especially being apart, that one day we would find each other again. I believe that more than ever. Darren is my beshert, and we were never really apart, just looking to find each other again, as we did. Darren writes, it had been a couple of years since we had spoken, but we began a dialogue that would prove to be the most important reconnecting with a friend of my life. I think we both had a feeling that a spark was there, and I was very much looking forward to seeing where this might go. I remember feeling at the time that the universe was telling me to go get the girl. In my mind, I thought this was kismet, destiny, or as Emily would often say, beshert. I approached my parents about my decision to propose. My parents gave a raving approval. I told my grandma, who had a stone saved for me when I found a special someone. She was thrilled and over the moon. She thinks Emily is an amazing, classy, and a sweet young woman. I was so proud that this was the woman I was bringing into my family. Looking back on it, I couldn't imagine it being anyone else besides Emily. I trust and love her family wholly and completely. She's a sounding board with things get tough and more level-headed, less anxious and manic than myself. She will tell it like it is and not hold back, which I respect and appreciate. She's thoughtful, caring, attentive, and just an all-around sweetheart. I'm so proud to call her my best friend, partner, and future wife. And all that being said, I know that she will make an amazing mother one day too.
Our Emily has a quiet strength and is very independent, kind-hearted, and a generous soul. So too is Darren. We appreciate his intelligence and kindness and have realized that he and Emily have become a very special couple. They are very much alike. They truly enjoy each other's company and are happy spending time together, whether it is sitting on the couch, watching television, going restaurant hopping, or traveling together when their schedules permit. Darren, you've become the second son I never had, and I am sure you know by now that earlier tonight, you negotiated the biggest deal of your life.
Darren, we love how much you love our sister and how well you take care of her. You're the best chef, contractor, and red wine aficionado, all wrapped into one. So with that, let's raise a glass and toast to our beloved bride and groom, our incredible sister Emily, and our new husband Darren. We love you guys so, so much and wish all the health and happiness in your future lives together.
Mazel tov!
As we've gotten to know your family, Emily, and gotten to know you and the way that you are with your sisters and your incredible parents as well, I think it warmed all of our family's heart to see Darren find a family that's just as full of love as we are. And that I cannot wait to stand by you guys' side and see whatever the hell you guys end up doing. Truthfully, yes. So it's an honor to be here all tonight. A cheers and a toast to my big brother and Emily. Thank you guys. Incredible night.
Your mother and I love you very, very much, and we are so happy for the two of you. But tonight, as I watch you marry a wonderful man, we are filled with pride and are confident that you and Darren are about to embark upon a wonderful journey filled with love and happiness that can only come as you become man and wife. May you and Darren always treat each other with love, compassion, respect, and kindness, and may life's challenges keep you together and make your bonds grow even stronger. So let's raise our glasses as we toast the bride and groom. Let's wish them all the best for a long and happy life together.
We both want to start a family, leave the city when the time is right, buy a house, have a backyard. The old white picket fence American dream scenario. Is that boring? Maybe a little. But what's life and family without a dream? Emily is the girl I've been looking for all my life. And how I missed you terribly when we were apart. We will never be apart again, especially now. We are part of one another, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Us, facing the future with you as my love, my partner, my best friend, and here we are now, standing at the chuppah, at the edge of our future, as husband and wife. Emily, I want you to know that we will never be apart again, and I will love you forever. Mazel tov!
You are the peacemaker of our family and by far the nicest out of the three of us.
And let it be known once and for all, you really are Dad's favorite.
Oh my God, I'm so... Is this called photobombing? Oh, all right, I'm sorry.
That's our Emily. Although she hasn't gotten into much trouble over the years, she can be very silly. Emily is obsessed to this day, and even tonight, with not wanting her naturally curly hair, which I love, to be curly, which has cost me dearly since she was a kid.